Good afternoon, I'm Shirley Moon at Wicca Moon and welcome to my inner sanctum. Happy Saturns Day everybody. Now we're going to be doing a series of videos which are to do about spellcasting, and it's to work on the days of the week or work with the planetary aspects of the day, but also working with tarot, because as you all know I love my tarot. And because it's Saturn's today, let me introduce you to Saturn. Beautiful Saturn, Shanish in Sanskrit. And here in front of me are a few things that I've put together to create the spell. We're going to be working with the World card, which relates to the planet Saturn also. And I'll explain why in a moment. Also, this is Saturn's planetary square. Now, if you don't have tarot, you can print off the planetary square, which works just as well. But I do find the tarot good as a real strong focal point. I've also put together some oils. Now here I have Van oil. This is planetary oil. And this is rue oil and mandrake oil. Now, you don't have to use all of those oils. You can use one or a mixture or just a planetary oil, it doesn't matter. I've also got an oil burner. I've put some water in here ready, and I've also lit it. I've also got some black crystals. This is basalt. But you can use obsidian, you can use tourmaline, doesn't matter which. You will also need a pentacle, some black ribbon, paper and a pen. And this is a fountain pen. You can use a quill or you can use a black Sharpie, whichever you desire. Now, because this is Saturn's day, Saturn is a very slow moving planet. And if you're going to be working with this energy, then you know that your spell is going to be worked slowly. The World card, as I'm going to describe it for this particular spell, is the world that you live in. It represents you. And because today is all about setting up boundaries or removing obstacles, and today really is a perfect time for maybe getting rid of any indiscretions or any addictions that you might have that you want to get rid of. It could be that you want to start a diet, and because the moon is waning as well, it's a good time to do this spell, to have a good old clear out. Now, how we do this is we're going to use some of the planetary oil. Now, I've picked up mandrake because I like the mandragoria. And mandragoria, I'm going to put a few drops in the oil burner. Gets to the root of the problem, because it's the root of the mandrake plant that is used within spell casting. So you can't drink this, by the way. It is toxic, the mandrake root. Now, with the card, I'm going to be thinking about what it is that I want to get rid of. And you can take a photograph copy or a photograph of your tarot card, the world, and you can anoint it with the Saturn's oil and really focus what you want to get rid of or what you want to create within your world that's important to you. Something you might want to let go of. It could be a bad habit, smoking, eating chocolate, or getting rid of somebody in your life that doesn't serve a purpose. The choice is yours, but you need to focus within this center point. Focus within this center point of what needs to go within your life. Okay. You can write a letter to Saturn, and you write a letter to Saturn asking for the help of that planetary. And what you need to do once you've written down what you want and focusing on your world card.
Sorry, it's really shaky.
You roll up your parchment paper, your pledge of what you want, and really focusing on your spell. You tie the scroll up with one knot. By the knot of 1, your spell's begun. By the knot of 2, your spell is true. By the spell knot of 3, your spell set free. This is your will, so mote it be. And you place this with your planetary square or your tarot card. Now, what to do with the crystal? Now, I think to have a crystal and carry it with you is a good idea to remind you of what you've got sitting at home on your altar space. Now, again, you can use some of the planetary oils and mark the crystal with the oil and really focus on what you want to reduce within your life. Really focus about being grounded, being protected as you're letting go, and you visualize the thing that you want to get rid of. Visualize it smaller. So if it's cigarettes, for example, imagine a great big cigarette, and as you're rubbing and attuning the stone, visualize that cigarette getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and reduce so it's so small it's insignificant within your mind. The same with dieting or getting rid of anything that you want. Today is the perfect day. So happy Saturn's Day to you, and thank you for tuning in. Blessed be.